Carillon operates on a direct data access philosophy. Carillon ERP runs on Microsoft SQL Server 2025 and supports all editions of Microsoft SQL Server 2025. Carillon clients have direct access to their own ERP database using standard SQL tools. Carillon also supports SQL Server failover capabilities available in Microsoft SQL Server 2025, including always-on availability groups in editions that support them. Carillon normally uses Windows authentication for SQL Server database access. A Carillon user can receive SQL Server Connect rights individually or through membership in an Active Directory security group. Carillon also supports SQL Server authentication, but it is rarely used because of the potential security risk. For Carillon Everywhere, Microsoft Entra authentication is used. That means Carillon customers can design their SQL Server environment around their own availability, reporting, security, performance, and data residency requirements. With Carillon, the customer controls where its Microsoft SQL Server database is located, including the country in which the database resides. Customers can connect reporting tools, analytics tools, Power BI, auditors, IT staff, and internal developers directly to the ERP database using standard SQL Server tools. According to Acumatica's published SaaS FAQ, Acumatica SaaS currently uses Microsoft SQL Server, but Acumatica SaaS no longer allows ODBC access and directs customers to Acumatica's development platform APIs instead. Acumatica identifies reasons for that model, including avoiding the need to learn complex database structures, protecting system stability, reducing upgrade maintenance risk, and enforcing security policies. That SaaS limitation is easier to understand when viewed alongside Acumatica's multi-tenant architecture. In Acumatica terminology, a tenant is a logical data partition inside an Acumatica application database environment. According to Acumatica's published documentation, multiple tenants can use the same Acumatica application instance, with each tenant having isolated data. Acumatica documentation also describes configurations where one Acumatica application instance can give multiple tenants web access to the same database. In practical terms, multiple companies' or tenants' data can reside in one physical SQL Server database, with separation defined and enforced logically by Acumatica. In Carillon's view, that represents a distinct data control model from Carillon's approach, where each customer has direct access to its own Microsoft SQL Server database. Acumatica Private Cloud is different from Acumatica SaaS. Based on Acumatica's public licensing documentation, private cloud subscription customers may deploy and manage the software on their own premises through their own physical servers, or have the software hosted or managed by a VAR or third party. In that model, database and infrastructure access may depend on how the customer, VAR, or hosting provider configures and manages the environment. Acumatica has publicly announced support for SQL Server 2025. However, we were unable to determine from Acumatica's public documentation which editions of Microsoft SQL Server 2025 Acumatica supports.